Alright, YouTube world, this is TundraFox87. We are going to be doing a fun little PC build here. We got a old Dell Dimension L1000R. If you happen to have a computer from the late 1990s, this is probably what you guys probably had. This is about the average home PC that was around in the US from about 1990 2000-ish time frame. A pretty good home end user machine, but she's about 20 years old, and we are actually going to dive inside and turn this little girl into a nice low to mid-range gaming machine. This is going to be a multi-part series, largely because I don't have all the parts with me. Alright, that being said, let's get started. To get into this machine, we'll mainly just gotta pop this little tab right here, and we'll go ahead and lift up and open, and that basically has the insides of it. Of course, this one's already been looked into a little bit here, still kind of dusty and whatnot, but we'll be cleaning that up here in a little bit later on. Now, you're going to notice, though, that this thing has no PCI Express slots. It just has 4 PCI slots. Back in the 90s, if you wanted good graphics performance, you would actually have a AGP slot for your graphics card, which usually dedicated more bandwidth from the CPU or your central processor unit over to your graphics for better acceleration purposes. So, now to get the motherboard out, we're going to lift up on this tab right here, this little green tab right there, and then we give this a nice little tug. Or, we got that tab right there, and then we got this tab right here on the side. So just go press those up, and then give this a little tug. And out and about she comes. There's the power supply, and you can see the processor right underneath there, plus the memory slots. Of course, hard drive's been removed, and the floppy disk and the CD-ROM drive have also been disconnected here. So, I'm going to continue on and pull that off right there. Now you're going to notice I don't have an ESD strap, but that's okay because this entire chassis is steel, and I can keep myself pretty well grounded on here, so that way we don't have to worry about electrostatic discharge so much while we work on this here. Alright, so now we gotta try to get this out of here. It looks like we got some good old pins right in here, so I'll have to get up pliers to be able to do that here, so. Alright, now I didn't have a set of pliers, but this hemostat right here ought to do the trick, so we'll go in right here and just kind of try to squeeze that right there. Come on. Let's see here. Alright, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem here. Let's just see. Okay. There we go. Get that off right there. Alright, there we go. Okay. Ow. Alright. Okay, so that's loose up there. So now we gotta get these cards out of here. And you can see quite dusty actually, so we'll just gotta pop these off here. That's probably what I forgot to do. Got to pop all these little guys out of here. Okay, sound card out of there. We got our old network interface card right there. We'll get that out of here. And then we got our 56K modem. Woohoo! There we go. Now this should just slide right on out of here. And get that out of there. Alright. Whew. And yep, there we go. Alright. Yep, so there's the old motherboard out. Alright. Now obviously we still got a little bit of dust in here, so it's got to get taken care of. So then we'll just kind of clean up this here in a bit. And we'll also get the power supply out of here too. Now this little power supply ain't going to be quite up to snuff for what we want to do, so it's got to go bye-bye. It's only about a 125 watt unit. So we need something that's more in the range of around 550 watts to be able to do what we're going to do. So we'll just pop this out here. Which this thing does take a standard ATX power supply, the smaller ones, not the big server ones. And she also takes looks like a ATX micro board as well. So once I finish getting all these little screws out of here, you can pop out the power supply. Comes out there. Get the rest of these cables out of here. There we go. Now, one thing we are going to do is we are going to keep the floppy drive on here, just because I just like the idea of having legacy media on a modern day computer, but that's just me. Alright, there we go. Alright, now that our chassis is properly stripped, we can go ahead and go to cleaning. So we'll pretty much stop it for right there. Thank you for tuning in, and hope you continue on with the series.